1. Liftoff of the Falcon 9.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 prop is nominal. Stage 1 entry startup. Stage 1 is transonic. Stage 1 landing weird startup. Stage 1 landing leg deploying.
Falcon 9 has landed.
Hello everybody, this is Mr. Spacey. Let me do a mic check real quick, mic check for lunch, for today's lunch. Everything is looking good with my voice. Okay, wait, that was too much. Alright, so Falcon 9 today is doing Galileo L12 today. It's a good day today, but weather's looking pretty questionable. Let's go look at the weather, because the weather is the most important key item that we're looking for that does not interrupt the launch today. We're looking for some clear weather. We might get a delay. There's just been some storms. So, okay, so looking at the weather here, there is a cloud. Okay, I'm gonna look here. Wait. So if you look here from Cape Canaveral, this is gonna be estimated at the lunchtime. This is what we're gonna be looking at here for the lunchtime of this evening's launch. So it will get a little bit close to the launch site, but we should be good for lunch. Weather's looking decent for lunch, enough to make it go. So that's just a quick weather pull for this launch. Everything is looking good for this launch so far. I'm gonna go get the SpaceX stream up. SpaceX. Alright. Also, I just realized something. They're testing their new actuators on the grid or the catcher, and it moves fast as crap. So yeah, they ain't playing. Anyways, I'm gonna go find the SpaceX. Alright. I should be able to see it. There we go. Targeting two Falcon 9 launches from Florida this weekend. First Falcon 9 will launch the European Commission's Galileo L12, the mission on Saturday from Pad 39A, which is this launch. So I'm going to get this up. And also, credits to LabPadre. This is more high quality. This is more high quality video. It has more higher quality than NSF's. So it's more efficient than NSF. So yeah, it's much better. So yeah, I got the mission up here. So I'm gonna get everything set up. I'm gonna get the T0 time set up. Alright. It's a little bit windy out there. That shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. Only if it takes, only if it goes in with the launch. That wouldn't be good. But yeah. But currently we are looking good for on-time liftoff at 7:26 or 7:36 p.m. SpaceX will be starting their stream just a little bit early because they're gonna be doing commentary since this is a different. This is not Starlink. This is a launch where they would have to talk because this is a special one. So yeah, I'm gonna get the clock up here, and the T-minus clock is doing pretty well. That was from the last video where I was talking about Galileo. Now we're gonna go to the mission name. We're gonna put the mission name up here. Alright. So now I'm gonna... Okay, I'm gonna get... Okay, so... Alright. So... T0... Alright. So 51... We're T-minus 51 minutes. And 45 seconds. That's our current time until launch. So yeah. Sorry if the camera's a little bit shaky. It's windy out there. Yeah. I'm gonna get up, the info for today's launch. Right here. Taking way longer than I expected it to. Alright, I got this. Alright, I'm trying to get my phone ready. Okay, so this will also give me a good look at the clouds. So I can also see the coast beyond this. So I can see what's up with the weather and how Falcon 9 soars. But anyways, I'm gonna go read the info from SpaceX. This thing. And then from NSF's. So basically, what SpaceX is saying, SpaceX is currently targeting Saturday, April 12th at 8:34 p.m. ET for Falcon 9 launch of European Commission's Galileo L12 mission to medium low Earth orbit from Launch Complex 39A, LC 39A, at Kennedy Space Center in Florida. If needed, there's an backup opportunity on Sunday, April 28th, 8:30 p.m. A live webcast of this mission will begin on X about 10 minutes prior to liftoff. Watch live. Due to additional formats required to deliver the payload to Earth orbit, this mission marks the 20th and final launch for this Falcon. No. Oh my gosh. They're not recovering it. Oh. Yeah, B-1060 is going for the record-breaking second 20th flight. It's done after this. There's no recovery. Yeah, that hit me way different. Well, no recovery today, but get ready for good liftoff. This booster previously supported GPS 3, Turksat 5A, Transport 2, Intelsat G33/G34, Transport 6, and 2 machines IM-1, and 13 Starlink missions. So the countdown time of events is going to be here. 38 minutes before the launch, the SpaceX launch director verifies go for propellant load at 35 minutes, and 2 events will happen. RP1 loading on the rocket begins, and first stage LOX loading begins. At 16 minutes before the launch, the second stage LOX loading sequence begins. At 7 minutes before launch, the engine shutdown sequence happens. At 2 events at 1 minute, the flight computer does final pre-launch checkouts, and at 2 and also 1 minute we will have pressurization before launch. At 45 seconds before launch, the SpaceX verifies the go for launch. At 3 seconds, engine ignition sequence happens, and at 0 seconds, Falcon 9 lifts off. And this is pitiful. Okay. This is very pitiful to see. Anyways, at 1 minute 14 seconds, max Q moment happens. At 2 minutes and 45 seconds, the first stage engine cuts off. And at 2 minutes and 48 seconds, the first and second stages separate. 2 minutes and 55 seconds, the second stage engine starts. At 3 minutes and 39 seconds, fairing deployment happens. And there's no signs of anything. So what our ascent plan is launch, ascent, stage separation, fairing separation, and payload separation. We should be recovering the booster today, but we're not, because sadly we are not. They need, due to the extra performance, this will be the 20th and final flight of this booster. It will fall to the ocean after its 20th flight. So it's very heartbreaking to see B-1060 go down with B-1058. Godspeed, B-1058. Thank you for everything. B-1060 was just the oldest booster. B-1061 is going to be after this launch, if it launches. Alright, Alright, so on the SFC feed, it says Galileo, FOC, FM25, and FM27. The launch time for this is Saturday, April 27th, 2024, at 7:34 p.m. CDT. The next flight says, pair of satellites of Europe's MEO Galileo constellation originally planned to launch on Soyuz ST but scrapped due to geopolitical factors. Then they moved to Ariane 6 was also scrapped due to delays. Europe contracted SpaceX to launch the 2 pairs aboard a Falcon 9 for approximately 18 million euros, which is $192, or $192 million. This is B-1060. It's expendable. It'll be landing in the ocean. This is its 20th flight, and it's 35-day turnaround for this booster. This will be launching from LC-39A at Kennedy Space Center, Florida, USA. This will be the 80th orbital launch attempt of 2024. This will be the 342nd mission of SpaceX history. This will be the 42nd mission for SpaceX. This will be the 328th mission of a Falcon 9. This will be the 42nd mission of a Falcon 9 for this year. So, yeah, we are expending this booster, and it's done after this. Anyways, yeah, I'm talking about B1040. I mean, not B1040, B1060. Let's get a good view of that last launch. This last launch was Starlink 6's 32. The last launch of, well, that was the first launch of this booster. So, yeah.
We've heard the final call-outs. Mission director, launch director are go for launch. So at T-minus 30 seconds coming up, all systems are go for launch of Falcon 9 with GPS 3 Space Vehicle number 3.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. Go Falcon, go GPS.
Vehicle is pitching down range. Lead chamber pressure down.
T plus 40 seconds, we've heard call-outs. And now we're entering the throttle bucket. We're powering down the Merlin engines to relieve the acceleration as we get ready for the period of maximum dynamic pressure. We're in the throttle bucket. Now we're beginning to power back up. We hear the call out exiting throttle bucket. The 9 Merlin 1D engines going back to full power. And we are now supersonic.
Max Q.
Guidance engineer calls out max Q, the period of maximum dynamic pressure, or Q, on the vehicle. From this point forward, although we go faster and faster, the thinner atmosphere will put less loads on the airframe of the rocket. Coming up next is chill-in of the upper stage engine. We've got a good trajectory.
And back engine chill started.
We've begun the chill-in of the upper stage engine.
Alright, we should be starting prop load. And prop loading should have started. Now we should be in prop loading. So, now that we're in prop loading, or supposedly we are. Alright. So RP1 loading and LOX loading on the first stage begun. RP1 loading begins with the first stage too. In the second stage. But yeah, everything is looking good. We're looking to see frost on the Falcon 9. Make sure we got the call out for LOX loading and RP1 loading. Alright, we haven't got a call out yet. It's either delayed the T0. I bet they did. Hopefully they did. They're still launching it at 7:34 p.m. CTT. SpaceX should be calling out that they are in prop load. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into this. This is Falcon 9 is not looks like it's frosty at all. Let me go to their stream and see if they delayed the start time. Nope, they still haven't. They haven't delayed it. Alright, looks like we're in some sort of, okay. It's looking like we got no frost at all. And no call out for it, so it's looking like they have delayed the T0 a tad bit. Unless something else is happening here. Okay, they did delay the stream by 4 minutes, so we should be. Yep, we got frost. We got frost. We see frost on Falcon 9. Alright. We're making good progress through the count. You can see our frost. You can see frost on the vehicle. This will be the last time B10 this booster flies. So you'll never see it again after this. Anyway, so this is enhanced at 140, 1440 p HD, enhanced by Opera GX, which y'all should be getting some good shots from here if we get, which we'll probably do some launch shots from this camera, and then we'll move on to SpaceX's feed. We'll just capture the launch from here, and then we'll move our way ourselves out. Let me get a good close-up shot of the first and second stages. You can see some blocks from the first stage and some RP1. So yeah, everything is looking good for on-time liftoff at 7:34 p.m. CDT. I'm excited because we're testing more new things out with our stream, and we're staying here long. The minimum time I'll probably be able to take to get to do launches is about 1 hour. 1 hour before launch. So you should be getting some commentary, future commentary from other people, and not only myself. And also they have this gray little thing on the rocket because, well, it's going to be by the sun for a while. So this was used on the Falcon Heavy mission, which is just to keep the sun off from the second stage so it doesn't boil the fuels up. So if you see that time to time, that's because it's going somewhere way more than a low Earth orbit. So that's why you see that gray band right there by the right atop of the inner stage and on the second stage. If anybody wanted to know about that, well, there's your answer right there. Well, yeah, SpaceX gonna be starting their stream soon. Oh, we got a call out. Okay, so propellant load is underway for today's Falcon 9 launch from Florida. Yep. We got the confirmation of propellant load. It was 6 minutes ago. So that's good. Everything is looking good. So this stream will be starting in 12 minutes. Or 11 minutes. 11 minutes. So y'all not gonna have to wait that long. So we should be getting a good view of the liftoff from here. A good night launch. Sadly, I don't really like night launches. Well, I do, because they're beautiful and they light the whole sky, but they're not that visible to see the Falcon 9. But this is the last time B-1060's flying, so we gotta respect it. You gotta respect its zone that's gonna be launching. So, yeah, so this is very good. Alright, we're getting some strange clouds over here. Oh, down in Florida. That does not look normal. I hope the weather's good to support Falcon 9's launch. They are indeed in propellant load, so hopefully they'll do it. But anyways, just some quick side notes. Today's fairings will be recovered by Bob. This is the only recovery vessel that we're going to be having, other than no drone ship. So, at least we're recovering something from this mission, at least. Instead of nothing. But B-1060 is going to be landing in the Atlantic Ocean. It will be splashed down there. Hopefully it will be recovered before it sinks. That would be nice if they did that. And also, I honestly should think, my opinion, I think they should show the landing of the booster before it crashes. Like every expendable booster, they should mount cameras to the booster and watch it splash down to the ocean untethered or burn up. Because it will burn up. So, yeah. Everything, we're about 119 minutes for this launch of Galileo, FOC, FM25, and FM27. Anyways, you can see some good venting from the booster. Anyways, Falcon 9, this will be I just still can't get over the fact they're not recovering this. B-1060 is still the oldest living booster until this flight. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to everything else that's gonna be happening this year. With Falcon. And Starship Flight 4. We are ready. We have some people that are gonna help me do some commentary. There's gonna be a large audience from my Discord server, that will watch it with liftoff happens. We'll be there for re-entry too. We'll be there for everything. It's gonna be so exciting. It'll be our first time for Nexus Space, the channel, that we're gonna get to see a Starship launch live, recorded. It'll be somewhat like this, but we'll mainly record it. We're not gonna do like get a camera right here, just like LabPadre did, and watch it from here. We want to see the SpaceX feed because they have the best feed and most data and telemetry from the thing. So everybody's probably in for a ride for this. But anyways, we're T-minus 16 minutes and 30 seconds. We're 30 seconds away from second stage LOX loading. So, if it's your first time being here on my channel, if you know rocket science and stuff, well, this is the right place to come to. But yeah, you can see lots of good stuff from this channel. Only streams though. It's limited. We're 16 minutes and we have second stage LOX when it begins, and we're 5 minutes away from SpaceX stream starting to begin the timer count from SpaceX's stream officially. They'll start 10. Let me read that again. Let me read what they said. I think they said 10 minutes before liftoff. Because I did the math in my head. It should be that. Okay, going up. Yeah, 10 minutes prior. So yeah, we're good and go for launch so far. Just waiting for some more updates. Alright, first stage LOX, LOX loading is about halfway, and RP1 loading is about almost done. It's about halfway too. But the clouds and weather's the most thing we're going to need to watch out for. But recovery conditions are not needed because we're not recovering this booster. Also, I discovered on the second launch that you could barely hear me. So this should be better than the last time. You can hear me loud and clear. I checked the thing. You should be able to hear me during the Starship launch pretty clearly, and you should hear me talk and scream with everybody else for that launch. That's like a month away from now. So yeah. Or about less than 2 minutes away from SpaceX's stream starting, so you're gonna want to start to check and see if SpaceX has started their stream just a little bit early. Nope. Okay. They usually start a little bit early before they do it. Before they start. But anyways, yeah, we're. Oh. Yeah. Just 1 minute away from SpaceX is starting their stream officially. We'll get the commentary. Just 1 minute commentary before they start the stream, and they start explaining what this payload is, and what we're doing for this mission, and what's gonna happen. We're not getting a payload recovery. A what? A booster. We're not getting a booster recovery for this. So it's kind of unfortunate that they're doing this, but it's for SpaceX's will, because this mission needs more performance on their booster than normal. So it's not going to have enough fuel to get back and land safely on any drone ship. So they're they're gonna expend this booster just like any other rocket would be. They rarely do this, but since money is more greater than boosters, then they would want the money over the boosters. So the more money, the more better they would be able to get with this. So just time will tell. But SpaceX should start their stream. We're 11 minutes and 6 seconds. We're waiting for the launch. Ooh, it looks like it got no wait, it got delayed just 1 minute. Let me fix that. The T0 is a little bit messed up. Alright, there we go. So now that's our current T0, and SpaceX should be starting their stream. Yep, they're here. And they got an HD. So this should be a good ride. Enjoy, guys.
Nice launch check and countdown net. Pad is clear.
10, 9, 8,
Launch auto sequence has
7,
started.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go for launch.
Vehicle is supersonic.
Stage separation confirmed. Dragon, separation confirmed.
Stage 1 is transonic. Landing legs have deployed. And Falcon 9 has landed.
Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us today for our Falcon 9 launch of the European Commission's Galileo L12 mission from Florida. Falcon 9 is set to lift off from Kennedy Space Center's Launch Complex 39A in just about 9 minutes from now. My name is Yo Mezo, and I'm a propulsion engineer here at SpaceX. Today's mission is a special one. Not only is this mission expected to be our 337th overall mission to date and 42nd mission of the year, but this will also be the second 20th flight of a Falcon 9 booster, which comes just about 2 weeks after reaching that milestone for the first time. Today, we won't be showing any Stage 2 or deployment views at the request of our customer. We also won't be attempting to recover the first stage due to the additional performance required to deliver the payload to medium Earth orbit. While more common during our Falcon Heavy missions, the last time a first stage was expended during a Falcon 9 mission was 146 flights ago in November of 2022. On most Falcon 9 missions, enough propellant remains in the first stage after stage separation to enable landing, recovery, and ultimately future missions. Since expending a booster is so rare, we wanted to take a minute to recognize what this booster has enabled over its 20 missions. Let's meet the vehicle and learn a little bit more about what makes Falcon 9 and this particular booster special.
Oh, come on.
A Falcon 9 is a two-stage rocket that is designed and manufactured by SpaceX for the reliable and safe transport of people and payloads into Earth orbit and beyond. It is also the most flown U.S. launch vehicle ever. It is also the first and currently only orbital-class rocket capable of reflight. The entire vehicle stands 229 feet tall, or about the height of a 21-story building. The bottom two-thirds of the vehicle is the first stage, also referred to as the booster. Not only is the first stage the largest part of the rocket, but it's also the portion of the rocket that we attempt to land for future reuse. Reusability is a critical part of our goals of reducing the cost of access to space and making life multiplanetary. To that end, we are working towards qualifying our fleet of Falcon boosters and fairings to support 40 missions each. The specific booster made its debut in June of 2020, and since then it launched about 200 spacecraft as part of our rideshare program. It supported 13 Starlink missions to help connect people all around the world with high-speed, low-latency internet. It's broken the world record for orbital flight turnaround twice. It's launched the first successful American lunar lander since 1972, and so much more. In total, this Falcon has delivered 228 metric tons to Earth orbit and beyond. Congratulations to the entire SpaceX team for your part in enabling the science, research, connectivity, and exploration the single Falcon 9 has helped deliver. Turning our attention back to the pad, above the first stage is the second stage, which has a single Merlin vacuum or MVAC engine that ignites after the first stage separates.
Stage 1, RP1 load complete.
There is the RP1 load complete on stage 1. And again, the second stage on top of that first stage is what will carry today's payload into orbit. And located above that second stage is the payload fairing at 17 feet in diameter. The carbon composite fairing protects satellites on their way to orbit and is jettisoned approximately 3 minutes into flight. The fairing halves supporting today's mission are both flight proven, with both flying for their 4th time. This mission also marks the 200th mission to use flight-proven fairings. Now, after separation from the second stage, both fairing halves will return to Earth and will be recovered by our recovery vessel, Bob. We are a little over 5.5 minutes away from liftoff, and at this point in the countdown, we are waiting for the clamp arms to begin opening up beneath the fairing, and for the transporter erector to begin to retract away from the vehicle in preparation for liftoff. You might notice that since we are not attempting to recover the first stage, you will see that the landing legs and grid fins are not installed on this particular booster. Now we are waiting.
Pressurizing for strong back retract.
You heard that call out. We have begun pressurizing for strong back retraction, and we are waiting for those clamp arms below the fairing to begin to open in preparation for the strong back to lean away from Falcon 9.
Strong back retract has started.
That's the call out for the strong back retraction sequence starting. And you'll see those clamp arms right below the Falcon 9 fairing begin to slowly open here. There you can see those clamp arms slowly opening up. And in just a few moments here, that truss structure next to the Falcon 9 will begin to slowly recline in preparation for liftoff. There you can see the strongback slowly leaning back from Falcon 9. Now both the first and second stages of Falcon 9 are nearly fully loaded with 1 million pounds of kerosene fuel and liquid oxygen. Now both the first and second stages should finish loading propellant about a minute apart from each other, and the first stage should be wrapping up in just a few seconds here at T-minus 3 minutes, with the second stage following at about a minute after that at T-minus 2 minutes.
Stage 1 LOX load complete.
There is that call out for stage 1 LOX loading complete, with stage 2 following at T-minus 2 minutes. And at T minus 60 seconds, Falcon 9 will be in startup, and this means that the rocket's autonomous internal flight computers will have taken over the launch countdown, and just inside of T minus 2 seconds, we will light the Merlin 1D engines for liftoff. Now the vehicle continues to be healthy, and the Falcon 9 team is tracking no issues. Weather is green, and the range is ready to support a liftoff at 8:34 p.m. Eastern Time. We do have a backup opportunity tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time if we don't lift off as scheduled today for any reason.
Stage 2 LOX load complete.
There is that call out for Stage 2 liquid oxygen loading complete. We are now fully loaded with over 1 million pounds of liquid oxygen and kerosene propellant on Falcon 9 first and second stages. Again, that white cloud you see on the left of your screen is normal and expected. It is venting from the transporter erector liquid oxygen line. Now, this next major event will happen in just about 30 seconds, where Falcon 9 will go into startup. And that is when the internal flight computers of Falcon 9 will take over the countdown. Preparation for launch.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
Falcon 9 is in startup. The first and second stages are pressurizing for launch, and we're waiting for that final go from the launch director.
Countdown Falcon and Galileo, go for launch.
You heard that final go for launch from the launch director. All systems are go for a launch of Falcon 9 and Galileo L12.
T minus 30 seconds.
Godspeed B1060.
T minus 15. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition, engines full power, and liftoff. Go Galileo. Generation.
We have liftoff of Galileo L12, ending B1060's fate, sealing it forever. Godspeed B1060. Fly for the final time. Enjoy your final launch.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from pad 39A and throttled down in preparation for max Q in just about 10 seconds here.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
Now Falcon 9 is supersonic and heading into max Q, which is the highest amount of aerodynamic pressure that it sees during ascent.
Max Q.
There is that call out for max Q. Falcon 9 has just passed through the maximum period of aerodynamic pressure. Now, with that call out, we have 3 events coming up in quick succession, starting with main engine cutoff, or MECO, followed by stage separation and SES-1, or second engine startup 1. Main engine cutoff, or MECO, is where all 9 of the M1D engines on the first stage will shut off to slow the vehicle down in preparation for stage separation, which is where the first stage, second stage separate from each other, with the second stage continuing to second engine startup 1. And this is where that single MVAC engine of the second stage will light up and propel the second stage to orbit. Now, in addition to these 3 major events, the fairing halves will separate less than a minute after second engine startup 1. So keep an eye out for all of these events coming up in just a few seconds here. Now, as a reminder, we are not attempting to land our first stage today, as our mission requires more performance, so it will use up the fuel typically reserved for landing to complete the mission. We will also not have any Stage 2 views of separation at the request of our customer, but we should see main engine cutoff and stage separation in just a few seconds here.
Miko. Stage separation confirmed.
There was main engine
And back
cutoff
ignition.
and stage separation, and you heard that call out for second engine startup of our MVAC engine. And we are expecting to hear that call out for fairing separation in just a few seconds here. It should be in about 30 seconds. Again, we will be attempting to retrieve these fairing halves once they fall back down to Earth using our recovery ship Bob. Again, we are waiting for fairing separation. We won't have live views of that, but we will get the call out from Mission Control that you see on your screen.
Fairing separation confirmed.
There was that confirmation for fairing separation, and with that will bring today's webcast to a close. Be sure to keep an eye out for updates from our customer regarding their payload deployment and more. If you're interested in more launch coverage, be sure to check spacex.com/launches for the most up-to-date information. Today's mission marked SpaceX's 337th overall mission to date and 42nd mission of this year. To put all of these launches into perspective, we're signing off today with a fun visual of all of our launches and landings to date. Again, congrats on this booster for its 20th flight. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon.
So, yeah, that was the end of B-1060. It's never gonna come back in one piece. It's heartbreaking to me. See a legend just fall. It's just not. It just does not apply well. But B-1060 should be coming on its entry point, which it should burn up about a couple minutes from now. Here's a view of the Space Coast right there, or Space Launch Pad. Let's get a view of that launch that we just saw from SpaceX's feed, because y'all didn't get to see it, because y'all got to see it from the
9.
Alright.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Engines full power and liftoff. Go Galileo. Sequence generation. 10, 9, 8,
Yes.
7, 6.
Yeah, that was the end. So for B1060, just pay respects in the chat of a legend that fell. B1060 should be in this entry point, which now it should be burning up. Four years of having that booster, and the booster's just done. Everything always comes to an end one way or another. And B1060 is just as a good example as that. There's B1058 and B1060. It's put a very good dent in spaceflight, and shown that you can fly boosters almost how many times you want it to. SpaceX is just ambitious, and that's a good thing.
Three.
Yeah. So let me recap what happened. We had liftoff at 7:34 p.m. CDT, I could say. And give me a second. And Falcon 9 separated from the first and second stages and started its MVAC engine. And it successfully threw away the fairings to Bob. Bob should be getting them soon. Yeah. Yep. Man, the next launch we're having, is 6:54. Which will be another launch for tomorrow, which is about 28 hours away. So yeah, from the same Space Coast too. But this next flight will be landing. We'll be landing just for instructions. It's B1076 and it's on its 13th flight. So yeah. Man. So get ready for that tomorrow. The launch is at 4:50 p.m. CDT. Expect me to start my stream at 3:50 p.m. or a little bit less than that. Probably under 3 minutes, probably under an hour before launch, or exactly at an hour. So, be ready, y'all. You can see everything's already good, and go for the next launch. The plus count. Let me stop the plus count. It's going to be ready for the next launch. That's happening soon. So, yeah. Thank you guys very much for watching this historical moment with me. This is an Extra Spacey. See y'all guys later. Goodbye.
Three, two, one. Liftoff of the Falcon 9.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 prop is nominal. Stage 1 entry startup. Stage 1 is transonic. Stage 1 landing gear and startup.